This is the ghost picture of all ghost pictures. If I were to put my house on a picture being real, it would be this one. This is the Amityville boy ghost. So I'm going to talk about the murder a tiny bit, but we're more intrigued with the picture. 1976, and Gene Campbell, a professional photographer, takes this picture. This picture was taken at 112 Ocean Drive, Amityville, New York, on the second floor of the house. Wow. Let's go back 2 years to 1973, November 13th to be precise. Ronald Joseph DeFeo Jr. shot and killed his mother, father, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. In the house, these people were laying front facing on the beds, no signs of struggle. Nice, quick, easy death. A death can't be nice, but it was easy death. Ronald was found to be guilty and didn't get off lightly. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison. 6 times. Now, there's a whole kind of conspiracy kind of thing about it, and it's whether or not his sister helped, and then he killed his sister at the end. His friend helped, and then he killed his friend at the end, or his friend helped as well, but his friend left. There's a lot of like, how did he manage to kill 6 people without them realising? So he said, I drugged them, but that didn't come up in the autopsies. And people just weren't happy with him just strutting in and killing them all with a marksman rifle. People thought that it had to be more involved. Even the police thought this. So the case has already got some kind of strange story about it. He also claimed that voices told him to do so. He tried to say he was insane and he had schizophrenia. This all was a big no-no. No, you don't. You've just killed them for whatever reason. They don't know. Apparently the parents were abusive, but we're not getting into that. We are getting into these next 2. George and Kathy Lutz. They were the first people to move into the house, 112 Ocean Drive, Amityville, New York, in 1975, in December-January time. They moved in with their 3 kids, and they only managed 28 days. Why did they only manage 28 days? Maybe because in the 28 days, there was slime on the walls. They were infested with moths, flies. Blood was dripping from the ceiling. Kathy turned old. She also levitated, and the kids heard voices in their heads as well. Apparitions were seen, footsteps, screams, all the kind of paranormal hotspot. This is it, paranormal activity is going on. That's what was happening in this house, a right hotspot for it all. And on their 28th day there, something happened where they felt like their life was in danger. Nothing specific was said, but they left during the middle of the night. It's always the middle of the night, isn't it? But they left during the middle of the night and got out of there. They could not stay any longer. There's a lot of people thinking, what's going on with this house then? We've got Ronald, who's been in jail for over a year now, and this family's moved in and they're saying a lot of paranormal stuff happened to them as well. Who else but Ed and Lorraine Warren to go check it out? Sadly, there wasn't an abundance of information about their investigations during the time spent at this house. However, Lorraine said this is one of the worst houses she'd ever been to, and that the spirits followed her across the country back to her home. Now at the start when I mentioned Jean Campbell, she was one of the professional photographers that worked on the case while they were there. And she was the one who captured this picture, which I'll show again. They believe that they have captured the image of one of the sons. And the picture I'm going to show now is them next to each other. I think there is a huge resemblance between the two. I think it's John that this is. And, I mean, that's him. That is him. Why is there even a debate? That is him. But people were still not having it. Ed and Lorraine were known for exaggerating. And Kathy and George Lutz were also known for exaggerating. George and Kathy's children came out later, didn't stay in the public eye, but stated that there was some exaggerations that went into the book, The Amityville Horror. George and Kathy helped write this book, and they used 45 hours of recorded tape to help come up with the story. Their kids claimed that there was no slime, flies, blood, even it was described as gelatin. That's jelly dropping from the ceiling. But they claim that nothing like this really happened. There was a few creaks, bangs, a few voices they heard, but nothing of the kind of extreme that we've seen in the movie, The Amityville Horror, which this was all based off. And George and Kathy helped give evidence for, so it could be written. There is an awful lot of information about all this on the internet. Please go away and have a look at it if you're interested to make up your own mind, because there's just that much that you end up just down a wormhole. So with the murders, I ended up down a wormhole of why they don't think that Ronald was the only one who done it. With the pictures I looked at, apparently there was a child in the house, which was one of the kids for one of the investigators, and as Gene took the picture, he was just there. But his resemblance to the kid, John, is just uncanny. However, B.B. Kingle thinks that this is all kind of exaggerated due to the story. They've seen dollar signs and yeah, we can just milk this and we can make it however big we want and we'll just get more and more money. But I'm looking at the ghost picture, and the ghost picture to me is definite. I feel as though the amount of film that they said they went through that had nothing on, and this one picture they've caught which just resembles their son perfectly. It's just him strolling around the house. It was only 2 years after he'd been murdered. It's just fresh. And that is him. That is beyond my belief. I couldn't believe it. It's chilling looking at that picture. There was very little information about the Ed and Lorraine investigation. So comment down below if I've missed anything or if there's any way you can direct me to and I'll have a read. But as of now, this is a ghost. And it's beyond my belief because it's a cracking picture of a ghost. But comment down below if I missed anything and if there's any way you can direct me to get some more information. If you like this video, check this one out here. I know you will love it. Please join me on my quest for paranormal sightings and events beyond my belief.